I throw an image and memes.
Oh. You are an image in memes. Let's begin the session. Oh no. Hard Last of Us. Fuck you, Taco Bell.
Also, I didn't know... That is Nathan Fillion, right? Or at least really looks like him. I saw an image of The Last of Us. It looks a lot like Nathan Fillion.
It really does. That's warring on a different level, Bogey.
Pedro Pascal is the person who plays Joel in the Last of Us TV show.
Shame, it is Nathan Fillion would be way better.
Yeah, everything's better with Nathan Fillion in it.
I've heard it's good, or at least not bad.
Mal. Yeah.
Who's...
Oh, well, me and Pokey loaded. Oh,
Now,
there's...
very much a,
The only one I know is Ghost Riders in the Sky.
I am confused on what Callie is saying.
Apparently your screen name is a Bluesgrass song.
I don't even know what Bluesgrass is.
You uncultured swine.
We're talking Rider of Storms?
Yes. Apparently Apparently it exists.
I see no difference between these shirts.
No difference at all.
Nope.
And going off the name of these shirts, got Nectar.
Sure. So yeah, I bought a couple of clothing outfits. Purchased 4 so far. Well, tops at least. But I did just unlock the goth set.
Oh no.
The goth set?
Yes.
Digital Memory Secure. Wait,
I've
what was that?
I've not crafted any of them yet, but
I think
they might be female only.
Probably.
Possibly. What's its name? Maybe I can
Nightmare Goth Top is the first one of the list. Well, I can look at the mail and double check, because I think it might have said development department. For guys, we've got coats, vests, and knickers. For girls, halters, goth tops and skirts. There are also the unisex ruffs items, as well as new assault items. So yeah, the goth set is girls. And guys got coats, vests, and knickers.
As it should be.
Which I really need to strongly pronounce. I've realized after saying it twice.
I found the Nightmare coat, Heavenly coat, yeah.
Just found out that Pokemon Infinite Fusion has full-bodied Diglets.
Alright, what we...
Penises.
Mission 3 is probably just more small guys, right?
I think so. I didn't actually pay any attention to it.
There's been a lot of story missions that are just small origami in these first, 10 or so.
Oh, it will definitely be that. This is like the second proper story mission?
I mean, we can always just use mission check. 2 cocoon maidens.
Oh boy.
I like how it ends with don't die. Oh no, not those immobile things.
I mean, it can happen. Never know.
Yeah, but who died to a small origami? Who in there, what god eater with their grain of salt would die to a lesser origami?
Me. Oh wait, no, you said worth their salt. Fair. I'm very intrigued by the the leg choice that you've taken to.
Thank you. I mean, there are other options.
There are
I already
always
read that.
options.
We are the one grain.
The one grain,
Yeah, apparently grain.
singular grain.
Mouse just got his tits out.
You don't get. I'm just looking at like the pockets on my pants when I do that, and it kind of looks like a sad face.
Nice.
Looks like it's just crying. Hello, Pokey.
I cry.
I cry.
Angels to serve two.
Table.
2 tables. Okay, hold on. I need some fake leather.
Oh no.
Not real leather. We can't afford that around here. But fake leather? Sign me up.
Did you actually make leather out of origami?
Yeah.
God, the alternative is people.
No, they do make clothing out of origami. One of the later missions has us hunt a Gaboro just so they can use its scales to make fake crocodile skin.
Well, you'll see when we have to go up against the Deus Peter. Yes, Mal, explain yourself. Why is Arbala shirtless?
Because it costed me $9,000 to be able to take a shirt off and put a pendant on.
Ah, yes, the proceeds
Sounds
from
about
your
right.
novel.
Hello, my favorite character.
Hello,
Oh,
Eternal. Hello, Eternal Tornado.
Ah, you're the new recruit, aren't you? I'm Sakuya. Sakuya Tachibana. Great to meet you.
Who doesn't
Look a
love
little
a
nervous,
sniper
you
with
alright?
barely
It
any
sounds
clothes
weird,
on?
but you've got to stay
I mean,
relaxed. We don't want you freezing
It's
up.
established, you know, that origami, just rip through
All right,
armor, so it's
let's
not
get to
even
the
worth
mission.
wearing it.
You've got the lead today. I'll be handling the long-range backup, so wherever you go, I'll follow.
I can hear it.
This is as basic as strategy gets.
Faintly in the background.
Ever encroaching.
Oh, and don't go running off. If you get too far, I can't cover you. Stay within my line of sight and my God Arc's effective range. All right, we're a team now, you and I. We look out for each other. Let's get out there and take those origami down.
Also, this spear looks really weird.
What spear are you using?
You'll see what I mean in a second.
Depends how long we're going to be waiting for other players.
Hashtag just PS5 problems.
Yep,
Oh,
rejoin.
Jesus Christ.
Rejoin.
No problems here.
Rejoin.
Let's get in there.
1 minute, where's your spear?
In his hands.
Oh god, I fell. Look, I'm trying to fight time itself.
First time fighting a cocoon maiden. They're a little
Huh.
scary, I'll admit.
Where'd you get that one from?
I don't know if they even
It's just like some generic parts.
Never miss.
Hmm.
Watch your teammates back and never stop moving. Got it?
Ooh, looks nice when it's charged up though. Oh god, I changed my control scheme last night before getting off.
It is finished.
I would love to be able to do things.
Yeah.
You know you went for a pre-bed wank tier.
What?
Did you change your controls before getting off?
So anyways.
I'm confused.
What?
Why does my R1 and square just have me hold the swords in a weird way and not actually do anything with it? Oh, I see.
That's why.
That's the zero stance.
You press R1.
That's your... Yeah, that's your combo reset.
Yeah, if you do your 4 attacks and then press R1 and square, and then you can just keep attacking.
Here's my R1. Yeet.
Jesus.
Whoop.
Jesus.
It's go time, baby.
Oh.
Imagine if every time Linda was in a scene, you just faintly hear No Way Back in the background so he's on screen. Yeah.
Oh boy,
Triple S.
350 Fenrir coins.
I helped.
I think I hit the second Cocoon Maiden once.
I definitely was in that mission.
Participation confirmed.
But yeah, hopefully it lessens. Or we'll have to try and get someone else to host. To see if that fixes anything.
This is a battle against the netcode. Well, the good thing is, that no matter who hosts, it'll still be going on the same progression.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is good. I do like that. Why is it that whenever two things are white, one of them is always more like... trying to think. A different shade of white. Like, why can't everything just be the uniform white colour?
Just to mess with you.
Yes. My
Hello,
young
Shun.
new type. I'm not yours, whoever the fuck you are.
God, Carol.
It's like it's got a cross between Carl and Karen, and I don't like it.
Yeah, he acts like a Karen. I do not like him.
Wow, Shun! I want to chop his head off. There's a man's worth his number of kills. Oh, you're a woman. Wow, never mind.
I mean, he just says it to me as well.
What calls you a woman?
Oh wait, he's got specific dialogue
Yeah.
Yes.
for your gender.
Yes. Several people do.
Oh, right, you're a woman. Well, in that case, excuse me.
For me, he says, evading the enemy is a rat's job, but a man's value is based on his kills and rewards.
Yep. And for me,
Whoops,
he then... Oh, sorry, what was that?
Whoops, that was rude of me. After all, you're one of Lindo's proteges. I beg your pardon.
See, that
He
first
doesn't
thing
think
is the
highly of
same.
himself.
The thing of, oh, you're a woman in that case, excuse me. Punch him? I'm going to stab him. Or, get to Booby to deal with him.
Yeah, if I was to describe Carol and Shun's personality, it's basically they're in a competition to get rich. They don't care about anyone else, they just want money.
That's how they were in 2, just maybe not as rude about it.
Yeah.
I honestly
I feel
don't
like
remember these two from 2.
They weren't really part of the main story, but they did have side stories.
The only reason I bring Shun is he is a monster at applying poison. Like,
Why
if
did
you
I need
want...
to know this?
What?
If you talk to the cleaner, hey, did you hear the toilets got stopped up and things were really hectic?
Yeah. I mean, hey. Sometimes it'd be like that.
This is why little princes like him are a pain in the neck. He needs to know what it's like to be the one cleaning up after him. Carol, did you block the shitter? I would think so with the amount of shit that comes out of your mouth.
But yeah,
Some cloggers.
Shun and Tatsumi together are really good at applying poison because Shun has a venomous blade and Tatsumi uses venom bullets, I believe.
I thought you were just going to say they're both toxic as fuck.
No, Tatsumi's really cool. Unless he's got specific gendered voice lines I haven't heard.
He's, I don't know if he's, a dick or anything, but he's all he cares about is trying to bang Hibari.
Not a favorite person.
Yeah, that is basically his personality. He just wants to really go out with Hibari.
I think he's another case of he got better by 2. Slightly better.
Oh, we've got no more missions.
In that
Gotta go talk
case,
to people.
yeah, you probably might have to. Like, do you have any mail, or did Hibari say anything specific?
Don't recall. Let's see, mail.
Oh, we
Yeah,
gotta
you've
go
got
talk
mail.
to Lindau.
Got a fair few mails.
Oh my god, you don't read your mail?
Nope.
Please, just clear them out.
Oh.
It's good to read your mail because some quest progression is sent to your mail. It'll be like, oh hey, drop by the lab real
Oh.
quick.
Yeah, but nothing will ever beat, you know, that the bit in God Eater 2. We just get a message of help. I was like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, from that girl, you know, the one.
Who wants to talk to you about that thing? You know, that thing we were talking about. But no,
Actually, was it the journalist, or was it Satan's sister that sends us the message of just help?
it was the sister.
Ah,
And it's just like, shit?
Yeah. But, everything's absolutely fine here. There's nothing going on whatsoever. I cannot remember what the name of the base is called for the life of me because we made a whole meme about it.
Everything was always fine on Friar.
That's the one,
Yeah.
yeah. Doesn't mean someone's excuse voice came from a nearby room. Linda's room.
Da, 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 da.
I see.
I wasn't gonna make it. Oh, you're not alone. I link is one of you fools. I can shoot recovery bullets. Amazing how well an oh fuck moment a single word can be. Yeah.
It was
Well-
definitely because of the context surrounding literally everything that had just happened in the story, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, the context of everything and the fact that all the mail is always like just some casual dialogue or information that's helpful, and then you just get a mail that's a single word, and it's like,
Everything is fine on Friday. I didn't think I'd ever seen you in here before. Yeah, it's your quarters. Like, I don't make a habit of coming to your quarters, apparently. Not skipping meals, I hope. Oh, just...
I hit cancel, now I'm stuck like that. Oh, okay. That took a while. It took a while to cancel.
Become as one.
Oh no. Not that again.
It seems to be broken. God damn it.
There's a nice little family photo here on the counter.
Can he break the mold?
Yeah.
There we go. Iron Rain.
No, we're playing God
God
Eater.
Doesn't these jokes write themselves?
One brain cell. Oh, Cocoon made into Noga Tales.
Maybe I'll be able to help this time.
Who knows?
Damn it! Mouse saw what I was going for. Oh god, it even smells awful.
I wonder if this is the one where we meet the character.
The character. Oh, hi, Ein. I'm sorry, it's Soma.
Hey, what's up? I assume you're the new star rookie everyone's been going on about.
Who the fuck are
Eric.
you
That's
looking
right.
like,
Eric der Vogelweid. I
Yakumo?
suggest you do your best to emulate me. I've been out defending humankind for a while, and I think I know. Eric, look out! Whoa. Don't just stand
I'm sorry, who are we talking about? You know, a goddie that's sort of been taken down by an ogre tail.
Well,
So
there you
anyways.
go. Welcome to this godforsaken place. I'm Selma. Don't waste your time remembering. Neither of us will be here long. I hate being the guy to break it to you, but death is not so
I'm
rare.
Soma. Last name withheld for legal reasons.
Definitely not called Ein.
Afraid? Well, what did you think it was gonna be?
No. Definitely
Yeah,
something
the time of
else.
Morning is
No.
come and gone. We've got a mission. Let's go. Here's a key to staying alive. Never give a breath of quarter, and stay the hell away from me.
He's very edgy in this one.
Yeah,
Yes.
he died as he lived.
Briefly.
He died doing what he loved.
Losing.
Wearing glasses.
Oh,
Boxes are popping up everywhere. Watch out, you're being boxed in.
Are you using the knife now, Malk?
yes I
Fall
am.
back beyond the range of the maidens and take them one at a time.
That's tough. For you.
Not bad at all.
Well, I soloed something, so it must be doing something right.
All right.
Yes, damage.
There, enemy down. All oracle responses are silent. I'm so sorry. I should have seen it coming. I warned you sooner.
Enough.
Oh. How you doing?
I think I'm up to like 10.
I'm on like 15.
Oh, I really don't recall Goddies 2 being this bad.
That's my bad. I got a little crazy.
I had a thought of another game we could add to the Team BondAGE list, and I had the thought last night, and I cannot remember it today. I know it wasn't Back for Blood, even though that's now free on PlayStation Plus. Or PlayStation Plus Extra. Can't remember which one.
It will be extra because PS Plus is Fallout 76, Axiom Verge 2, and something else.
Ooh, Axiom Verge 2, nice. It's Metroidvania.
It's free.
Yeah. The other one is Fallout 76. Enough said. Eric, nothing to do with me. Yeah. Who are you, Brendan?
Where's that affluent girl? Oh, she's not here yet.
I think it's next mission.
Yeah.
I have mail. From Tsububi. Villagers are just for upgrading gear, items become blah 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 blah. Meh. The shield using compared to other guys is hardly scratched at all. Are you really using it? I just got called the fuck out.
Yes.
What?
I got called out by a leaker for not using my shield. Thank you, DJ, for your contribution to the SCP Stream Challenge. Oft. Sure. Upgrade? Can I upgrade? What is upgradable? Sure. It is no longer upgradable. Oh my god. That's one wordage away from being the spicy knife. Lydia. Knife 2. Can I craft a better weapon?
Maybe. Mayhaps.
The Iron Maiden. Poison pickaxe, but that's... How is the pickaxe not a scythe?
Because it's a knife, clearly.
It's the Iron Maiden. It looks cool. Craft equipment. Can I craft any outfits? Yes, I can.
I do find it funny that Lika is like messaging you about how your shield's been barely scratched when you're like literally just been made a god eater.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I partially thought that it was gonna be, pick up the fact that you haven't defended at all. Unscathed. Coach seemed very worried about you. Oh, we're unlocked difficulty 2 already. Oh, a practice tutorial, so I've got to go and talk to Kota. But I could just talk to Gina instead. Oh my god, Kota!
His room.
Yeah!
Yeah.
You've hardly been here. You've been here just like longer than I have, and look what the fuck you've done to your room.
No, I think Kota's always been here.
Well, he just started at the den. He's also a fresh recruit.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's from the outer ghetto.
I thought he had been here for a while. I thought he was the captain of the First Division.
Kota?
No, not captain of the First Division. I thought he was like some captain of some division.
Not in this game.
as well.
In 2, I think he might be, but not in this one.
Yeah, in 2 I think he's the captain of the First Division. I thought he was the captain of like something in this game.
Why would he be worried about me? Continues its game passed around from guy to guy at this point.
Huh.
Huh?
So I was just looking at some of the alt characters, and turns out there are people who use scythes. It's just reserved for the alt versions of the characters.
Ah.
Although not all of them seem to change their weapons all too much. Like this alt is still using the hammer, but it changes her assault rifle to a sniper.
I'm ordering you to make friends with him.
Who?
Soma. Lindo has ordered me to be friends with Soma.
We'll get on that.
Don't forget best character, Master Ogre.
Hmm.
Counting you just don't get killed. Well, I'm apparently going to your bed because I couldn't run in a straight line.
I feel like that's how most of the women end up in his bed.
Because he can't walk straight. There's a Kongu site nearby. I haven't seen anyone for. What's the Kongu?
Monkey.
Oh no.
I mean, they're honestly really easy. You just don't get hit and hit them a lot.
It's the same for any Aragami.
That's why this game's easy.
I would like to see you, go up against a Dromi solo.
I would like to play. Also, I like how the shopkeeper has like actual, just like regular bullets and stuff, and like rockets.
Hello and welcome. How's Insanity going? Going okay so far? Maybe it's the whole stream thing that's causing the freakouts? Maybe.
It would be a shame if streaming this game is what's breaking it.
At the end of the day,
I don't think
surviving is
that
what
would
matters
be
in
the
this line
case.
of work. I think I've got to be extra careful. I don't know what my mom and sister would do if I... Well, never mind.
Chin, you're just like,
on
what?
the down low, do you know Sakuya? Yeah? Are you close? Isn't she just smoking hot? And not just hot, but kind. And sweet. And hot. She's like a freaking Amazon warrior.
Keep it in
man.
your ripped
Yeah, she's
trousers,
so
dude.
Even just
They're
thinking
not
about it's
ripped,
got
they're
me
just
all hyped for
zips.
submission. How about a little contest? Let's see which of us takes down the most origami. Oh, she'll be all over me then. Yeah.
Cozy, you have the brains of a horny walnut.
A horny walnut.
Yes. He's close to no hell. Yeah, we literally met a new god eater called Eric, and he got eaten in like the first 10 seconds of knowing him.
Primary target today is called a Congo, a medium-sized origami with devastating power.
Oh, we're going to the
It won't
Congo.
just deal out punishment, but it can also take a beating before it goes down. It's the strongest enemy you've faced. Make sure you've brought supplies and be careful to use them intelligently. Come home safe.
That's no good hell.
Care for this? Oh, just one bite, alright?
Nothing about who or what was in this. Think of it in terms of Monster Hunter. Another hunter got eaten by a small monster.
I think it's time to really let loose.
It'd be like dying to a Kestodon. Actually, honestly, these do remind me of Kestodons a bit.
That was rather pathetic, wasn't it?
Target
Wow.
eliminated. Excellent.
That's a bit savage, dear.
Mid-sized origami
Yes?
has entered the field.
Ma.
I'm sending you the latest coordinates.
Tear just out of nowhere going, well, that's a bit pathetic of you, isn't it?
That was your character.
No, that was that was Valkyrie.
Oh, you must have the same voice as him, because earlier a voice pop-up appeared and it was timeless, saying the exact same thing.
Possibly do.
Which one did you pick? Was it 6?
Yeah.
Then yes. We are the same voice.
Alpha 1, I order you to fall back and heal. I order you.
I just got a bit scared because I heard Alpha 1 fall back and heal, and I'm so used to hearing that because of solo play. And it's like,
Definitely not you.
yeah, it's definitely the person who still hasn't healed.
It's withdrawing. You must be going off to feed. Origami is activated. Stay on your toes.
Oh well. Found out how to heal.
Much better indeed.
The origami is retreating.
You wouldn't want to let me down, would you?
It's like every 3 seconds.
It's really not good.
Cut him off. Finish it.
Let's call this the victory lap, shall we? I think it's time to really.
Primary target eliminated. Wow. Thank you for making my job a little easier.
We could always just give it a go of seeing if changing host works.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
It's just a question of who'd be the host.
I would elect Pokey, because Pokey has
Be sure not
usually
to
had the best internet connection of the three of us. 4 of us.
You lost an earring.
Let's head home. I have a long bath and a warm bed to slip into.
I hope I was helpful. Was Thanks.
A long bath
Was it
and a warm
helpful?
bed to slip into. Yeah, okay, so I see exactly why you chose that voice.
You chose the same voice.
I did it just on you know the initial way the voice sounded. Oh yay, tickets.
Ugh.
So yeah, let's try and disband and then have Pokey host others. What the
First we
hell?
have
Into the concept. Arcology.
First, we have
In
learning with
essence, a
Paylor
building
Sakaki.
completely self-contained, but that's not all. Self-sufficient as well, both in production and consumption therein.
Fuck.
Of course, the best example is here. The Fenrir Far East branch, with the den at its core, is an arcology. In any situation, no matter how extreme, we could survive alone, even should all the remaining Fenrir structures collapse. Our status as an arcology would ensure that we could live on just as before. Still eat, work, and fight, all based on our own production. Beneath the den is a fully equipped plant that produces food.
I don't like the fact that you can't
God-arts, and any needed material
preview
for the
clothes
people
before
of the
you
branch.
make them, but I think that's the
Atop all
same
that,
too.
Hit triangle.
extremely
Yeah, if you hit
Triangle?
triangle, it switches.
Anti-origami wall lines the perimeter, and we both
There's still
use
a match or
strongest
something ridiculous like that.
God-eater
Weird enough.
That, in a nutshell, is the Far East. A powerful and complex arcology.
I think the only
solely
thing
for the
that the
protection
Far
of
East
humankind.
can't provide
Unfortunately, we
is
are still plagued by a number
for
of
the
issues.
pole arm
Foremost among
God
them
eaters.
is that we simply
Yeah.
cannot house all our citizens.
Because a
I am certain you've seen the vast
database
outer
entry
ghetto,
says
a
pole
collection of
arm
ramshackle
pieces
housing that
and the
lies
repair
just beyond
pieces
the
needed
core
for
of the
them
branch.
are
We would love to have
exclusively
those people
made in
inside, but
Fenrir,
the fact is,
Europe.
we simply don't have the room to
Ah.
accommodate. I'm afraid that the best we can do now is surround that ghetto with a larger anti-origami wall. Options are limited.
I don't know if that's enough. The armor's been breached a whole lot lately. Never bad, but still.
Which is precisely why we have the defense unit stationed there, our strongest shield. Oh, goodness me. You
I
were
do like
born in the
Sakaki,
outer
but
ghetto, weren't you,
these
Koga? My apologies. I did not
lesson
mean to dismiss your fears so
cutscenes
lightly.
sometimes take a little long.
No,
Yeah.
it's not a problem.
Actually, there was a plan to expand the interior of the den. We were going to build another layer down for new residents.
But it never came through. The Aegis project picked up. And that's supposed to make us
These
all
were
much safer
jump
anyways.
scares.
Well, yes, exactly. At this time, a massive majority of Far East resources and the underground plants are being dedicated to helping construct the Aegis.
I will have a
But I
look
think
at that
should be a
picture that
topic
Tia
for
sent.
another time.
Yeah, let's see what Tear sent.
I wanted to grab it last time I saw that cutscene, but I missed it. So this time I'm like, I'm grabbing it.
I love that. That's gonna have to be the thumbnail.
It clearly shows off his 3 pairs of glasses of varying shapes.
And purposes.
Sports skill system available. Sakaki's all over you. Why does that sound so filthy?
Mayhaps.
Mayhapsent.
Connection to the server has been interrupted. I am aware. I left.
It was me, Barry. I severed the connection to the network.
Yeah, there's the suits.
Do 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 do.
Now I wait.
Indeed. We
Waiting.
wait for the new server.
are those sniper? What?
What?
They're pants for sniping,
Oh.
clearly.
What the? Okay, game. Okay, God Eater.
Gotta be lightweight. It wouldn't poke
No,
it.
it doesn't poke it. It automatically switches to whoever has the lowest progression. Fine.
If it... If it does go to your progression, Google lied to Malk.
Yep.
Only one way to find out.
Yes, I'm aware the connection has been interrupted. Well, that's also quite telling.
What?
Version 1.01. This game has been updated exactly once. That was a minor one.
I feel like a lot of PSP games didn't get a lot of updates. Like, major ones.
Yeah, and also, this was... Well, I don't have I can't see a room.
I don't think
Oh,
Poke
yeah.
made it yet.
Well, I looked at this list when I first started, when I was setting up, and I was like, oh, there really are no rooms still. No one plays this game.
But you can only see them when they're being made. So, like, you have no idea how many people are actually playing.
This is very true.
Yeah, it could just be the online that's dead, and probably for good reason.
Now we're just waiting on Malk.
Yep.
30 players right now, apparently. On Steam. 37 is the peak within the last 24 hours, and the all-time peak was 7 years ago. At 1,630. Yeah. There we are. Message come.
Who's come and why are we messaging them?
How many people still play God Eater 3? Apparently, average over the last month is 117.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Nearly 4 times as much as this.
Like, it is a newer game and probably a more popular one.
Yeah.
And now we wait.
I can't wait to have 4 times the crashes.
I can't wait for me to start having crashes as well.
Yes, experience our pain.
What about Dynasty Warriors 9? Isn't that the one where they just changed everything and it just turned out awful?
I don't know. I never knew there was that many Dynasty Warrior games.
Well, there's lots of them.
Lot.
And they also, the Dynasty Warriors team also made a Monster Hunter game.
What was it called?
Takaiden.
Oh, speaking of Monster Hunter games, there's a EA's making one.
Affluent Girl and Affluent Gentleman.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the girl from God Eater 2.
Oh.
Whose backstory is like, I lost my brother. Cough, cough. Guess who?
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, like, the full story behind them is basically that, yeah. Her brother died. And that pompous guy in 2 was a family friend. Or family rival, not fully sure.
Huh.
Hello, Shun. Oh, I can't speak to you.
No,
'cause I
stuff
can
from
text
expert
on.
bits fun. Good thing they actually like TP there. It's not bad at all. But being as overpriced as they are, Lego are actually surprisingly good with that sort of thing.
Is it Mousetrap? It is the one we have loaded up.
Yeah, it's difficulty 2 one, definitely.
Was it marked as the currently up story mission, Pokey?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
I like how Shun is just like trash talking Soma.
Yeah.
That is how he do.
Poor Soma.
I'll shoot something up his arse.
Alright. T-minus 5 seconds. Yeah, that joke doesn't work when we're still in the loading screen.
Yeah.
Soma's like a person.
So far, so good.
So far, so good here.
Time to begin.
Hibari said the transmission was crystal clear. there
we go.
Did you get it, Malk?
I did. It's the game's netcode.
Hope you like hitting X a lot.
To be fair, it's only the first one.
Yeah, that's one. That's so far less. Significantly less.
I actually got a hit in.
I can do things! It's glorious.
Excellent. That's what I like to see.
Thank you, Pokey. Oh, by the way, if you press options, it brings up a map. Oh, there's two.
There we go.
Three.
And 3.
It's fine.
4.
And 4.
Oh, God.
You just
So,
had
Ted,
to
you
jinx
wanna
it, didn't
host?
you, Mal? Yeah, 5. 6.
Yeah, I don't think... I think it's just this game at this point.
7. Yeah, it's netcode.
Oh, well.
8.
That was fantastic work. I can get you some tougher missions.
It started off better.
You're ready.
But then...
Just hang out and wait for the chopper then.
9.
Looks like we're done. And all in one piece. That con-
Still lower than what we got with you.
10. 11.
What shall I do with the rest of my day? I shall sleep. I'll just lounge
Well,
around
yeah,
reading a book.
I'm gonna finish my novel.
Yes, that's it. Let's head home. I have a long bath and a warm bed to sleep in.
It's very strange to hear the same voice twice in a row.
I know, right?
Look at that one.
I'm inclined to think that once you beat the story, you can adjust your voice.
Yeah, I think so.
Isn't that usually a thing? Like you can more edit your character once the story's over.
I
Yeah.
request that one of you remake your character with a different voice. No. Remake your character and make yourself the exact twin of the other.
I just have to beat the game, and then I can change my voice.
So far, I haven't unlocked anything like that, but I haven't fully, like, beat the game.
Hey Pokey, if I beat the game, can I change my voice?
Because if not, I volunteer as the one with the lowest progression to basically delete my character, make a new one with a different voice, and then I will just catch up off stream. Even Pokey hasn't unlocked it. May not be a thing then.
Pokey, have you completed all possible story missions?
There are 79, which would be a very awkward number to end the game at.
Yeah, but this is God Eater.
I thought I was at resurrection content. Guess not.
Ah. Really should actually go and see if I can get better restore pills. No. Here's the answer. What does fake leather say? A fabric made from synthetic fibers and plastic. Right. I've just noticed an issue.
What?
Crocodile 2.
Actually, no, it's not that much of an issue. It just means that I don't have to go and do the NPC dialogue.
There isn't always NPC dialogue.
Ah, fair. I will be right back. Anyway.
Like, I think for this one, it's just kind of do the next mission. It's not actually. I can't go in the elevator.
Yeah, because you readied up.
Even if I unready.
Weird.
Huh.
Not everyone's favorite origami.
Honestly, Malk not being the host might have some story issues, because it might mean some cutscene. Malk won't be able to see some of the cutscenes.
That wouldn't make sense.
Like, would the cutscenes where you go up to someone and talk to them trigger? Like, I'm sure you'd still be able to see the ones which trigger the moment you come back. But I mean the ones where, like, you go up to Sakaki, talk to him, and it triggers a cutscene.
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
I don't think that's host specific. Because I was at the same point as him yesterday, and I had those cutscenes, but I wasn't host.
Hmm. Fair enough. Hey,
Yeah.
after stream, do you want to give it a test of each of us hosting to see if us two also get like terrible connections?
Sure. Yeah, shine those boots up real nice.
What the fuck is going on?
Shoe shining, you owe us money.
Joke's on you, you think I have money?
We know your pay. We see at the end of every mission.
You get paid the same!
Yes, but that's why we want your share.
Oh god. Everyone says that
poor,
origami is back.
damn it.
Oh my god, we're going to be fighting a QB already.
No.
I'm just trying
Imagine
to give Mal an aneurysm.
you say like I'm not up to mission 63.
Yes.
It is definitely not a QB.
I haven't even encountered a QB yet. I don't think QBs existed until maybe 2.
It's a Kuboro Kuboro.
Unless Poke's encountered a QB in the resurrection content stuff.
Hey Malk, were you gonna ready up?
Oh god, yeah, first. Oh my god.
I don't think that was a sentence.
No, not really.
I just pulled out the hard Mountain Dew normal, and my good god. That is not the colour a drink should be. Ever. Fair short. Pokey's fair short that QP was 2. What's the reason he got a whole art dedicated to it?
Mm.
And Mal hated every second of it.
He got slammed down by Lindo and his definitely not plot-related demon hand.
Mm.
Oh, that was the... Oh, yeah, it's him, isn't it?
Yes.
In the Far East, the group
I was wondering, I was sitting there thinking, like, where's Goldarm Boy? Which one's he? And now I know.
Him.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
That was a lot of those.
Huh. The flag of Turkey is there, I think.
There's also a lot of side boob going on here.
Hey, come here a second. I'm hearing great things about you from the other God Eater. You're doing more than just exceeding expectations. But look, you gotta try not to push too hard,
There's a
okay?
flag of turkey there.
You're so talented, and that's great. But in the past,
All the best God Eaters, like Eric.
Sounds like a deal.
Hey, Lindo.
Soma, Lindo, you know, the ones who are noted as being the best God Eaters we have, still alive.
All right, who's ready for another fun day of God eating? All three of us are heading out on this.
Soma's a bit of an
I'll take
edge
the lead.
case.
Sakuya,
True.
Yeah.
play backup.
Got it.
To be fair, this is like
You will be our switch hitter. Take
the
on commando
beginning
role.
of his
Show us what a
story.
new type can do.
Lindo's condition is
Sure.
unknown by 3. This is true. It did feel like 3 just basically like having played through 2 and then playing through 1. It does feel like 3 was just like, hey, here's all these established storyline and all these really good characters we've got, and we're gonna do something else.
To be fair, 3 is set in an entirely different part of the world, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Europe.
Like 1 and 2 all take part in the Far East.
Everyone from 1 and 2 and other than Soma is MIA. Yeah.
Like, as a little bit of a spoiler, but not a massive one, a lot of the events that happen in 1 and 2 stay confidential to just the Far East branch.
Ah.
So, like, not a lot of the other Fenrir branches know about the stuff that happened.
Well, hello and welcome. Something if it just takes too long, it does.
There we go. That's a confirmed execution.
It's a good start, but I want to see that you've...
There you are, bastard. This monster's pretty sluggish for an armored conflict. Slow.
I love dialogue getting cut off for Lindo to call someone a bastard.
Alright.
Stay clear, and you'll be fine.
What colour am I? Okay, I'm green.
Move in from both sides and hit the body with everything you've got.
I'm blue.
When you piss it off, good things tend to flow.
Ow, he hit me.
Keep an eye out when you get close.
God, I love hitting for 1,000 damage.
They're weaker. Hit him. Hit him hard. We have... Origami is activated. Stay on your toes.
I shall slip. It is finished.
Kill confirmed.
It is finished. Kill confirmed. What?
No,
Oh, a lesser Origami and Ogre Tail over here.
that was me.
Why'd you say no idea then when you're the one who killed the thing?
Because it sounded like it said like it right now.
No, it's just
Yeah,
there's
it
a lot of delay between the voice lines activating.
That monster is trying
On the bright side, having you dressed as smoke clothes no longer in the box on the floor. Nice.
You think you can just leave in the middle of our...
That's my favorite line. When they try to run away and the character's just like, you think you could just leave in the middle of our date?
Just one.
Oh,
My
for fuck's
character-
sake.
What?
It just kicked you out. Yeah, I think it just kicked me out of the game.
You must have accidentally hit leave.
Yeah, I pressed circle. I pressed circle and X at the same time, because I was holding down triangle so I could do my devour on the dead thing.
Why would you hold it down?
So that I could devour?
Why would you hold it down when you can hit R1 and triangle and do quick devour?
I completely forgot that actually existed.
Yeah, there's quite a few devours you can do.
Yeah.
I think we've established
Some of
I'm
them
not
don't.
good at this game.
To be
Some of them
fair,
don't unlock immediately.
at least you got your rewards still.
True.
Yeah, you should still have the mission completion progress.
I do. But I now need now we need to all exit the game and a new room needs to be created just so I can join back in.
Host.
Will you
The
host?
player with the least story progress disconnected, so the state had to be refreshed. Story progress synchronized.
So now it's going to be going off your progression tier.
Yep.
Interesting.
It's a nice way of doing it at least.
Not biased. Well, it's connect. Okay, well, good.
Still 9 Legos, only £1.18. Nice. Hopefully they
Become
won't
as
charge
gone.
you through those for shipping.
Continue online.
So, did you say you were going to host here?
I will attempt.
I will wait.
Oakley dokley.
I will get to experience not having it break on me.
I'll laugh if you still get connection interrupts even while hosting.
I
That
feel
would be
like
ridiculous.
because
It would.
me and Tyr were consistently getting them at the same time, I feel like maybe if Tyr hosts, I might not get them.
That's a good hope.
Be funny.
Nah, I'll probably get them even more.
Team Q.
Yes?
Team Quack.
Begin session. Yes.
The thing Malk took forever to do.
Haha!
I was waiting for the stream to start. Thank you very much.
You see, it's funny because it's true.
I will just not start the session early next time.
No, starting
It's
the
just-
session early was good.
It's just like we were all there.
In all
You might
fairness,
as
I
well
didn't
just put us in the den.
I didn't realise that's what the den was called. I thought you meant the voice chat.
Since when have we ever called the voice chat the den?
Well, that's the thing,
Hey.
because I have no idea what you're wanting me to do. Then the next thing I see, all three of you join the voice chat. So I think, oh, they must mean the den. That must be, the new den. But no.
No. No. The
Well, now we know.
the lobby is called the den.
Did you
Now
know
we know.
that peanut butter and raisins is a great combination?
Yeah, it's called ants on logs over here. You just put that combination on top of celery sticks.
I've never heard that name before, and honestly, I am utterly disgusted in you.
Oh, you really think that's bad? There's a food over here called shit on a shingle.
I know.
I will always
So
bring that one up.
I just want to point out this child has decided to become a nudist.
I don't want any clothes anymore, so please come back, Eric. I mean,
It
that's
appears
one
we
way
have
to
to
show morning.
It appears we have to do Crocodile 2 again.
Oh.
Okay,
So
You know what,
Save
it's a
me the
good point.
progress.
but you did get the rewards.
Yeah, I got a double S
You-
rank.
You basically got to get all the rewards for none of the actual in-universe effort.
Oh,
You just basically convinced them to give you the down payment.
pretty much.
1 minute. What?
Oh, Mal. You need to get on your hands and knees in front of me.
And closing lobby.
I need an adult.
I am an adult.
Wait 1 minute. He doesn't wear these.
Who the fuck are you trying to cosplay as?
What do you mean cosplay? I am them.
Yeah, that's the generic main character from God Eater.
Oh,
That's
This
Lika.
is Lika? I thought it was Lenka.
Lenka. My brain. I was just looking at Lika's personal abilities page, so it was in my head.
Eric was a great man. He wore glasses.
Eric was a great man. He dies due to an ogre tail in the anime as well.
He was a brother, a son.
I mean,
And now
factual.
Yeah. And now
he
quits the
exists.
path.
Also in the news today, another demonstration by
Skip.
Hey,
There we
skip.
go.
Oh, we didn't get to see the flag of Turkey.
I did. Like 3 frames.
Yeah. Good to know Turkey still exists.
The unit is in position. All
Hey guys,
Gobble,
so
gobble.
far I haven't been disconnected.
What's on the
Me neither.
list today?
Must be good for you.
Oh, there we
Because I
go.
just got it.
Linda, this might be a good opportunity to show them how an officer should act.
Nah, not my thing. I'll keep it in mind.
Weirdly, less disconnect so far.
Don't.
Well, we said the same thing when Pokey started hosting.
This
so.
is true.
Yeah, and then we got 11.
There you go.
Ow.
This monster's pretty sluggish for an origami.
I like how you insist on using Golden Relish when it's got the range of 2.
There we go. That's 2.
Stay clear. You'll be fine.
Plan is to flank it. Move in from both sides and hit the body with everything we got.
And 3.
So be careful when you piss it off.
Yeah, we're going to get a lot. It's
Yep.
just this game at this point.
It is the netcode. What can I do about Eric as a person?
Hopefully, as Tyr says, it just changes day to day.
Fully.
Kiki.
That guy tonight,
Malk is doing the dying.
Like that's different from any other time. And there's another one.
That went pretty well. That should be plenty.
Origami falling back. Going to try and find some
And still alive.
Another mission well done. Chopper's on the way. Come on home and we'll get you patched up.
And that takes care of that. So you learn anything new at school today? Nah.
I do enjoy seeing people freeze and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most important, you gotta learn to
She's like, I know that's what's happening there.
Take some pot shots at the bad guys. You gotta find your own style.
Most important is that you
I
make
do
it
like
home
this
alive.
charge.
Sakuya
Devour.
Tachibana, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
On that
Szechuan.
note, let's
Yeah.
get home alive, yeah?
I've got it too.
Too slow.
I also have this one.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, Pokey's running Divine Relish or Golden Relish, which is really good when you can actually hit.
I think I'll take Team AP up.
Stressful and dangerous, but
Just got to get consumable items.
when you guys smile and say thanks,
Yeah, y'all are welcome. I've specced out my Lika.
I've specced out my gen if I have a host.
This reminds me, Malk, you haven't been setting a support unit, have you?
Nope.
And Silence says yes.
Yeah,
I said
silence. Oh, nothing came through. There was
Oh.
no noise.
It was just the silence of a guilty man.
I mean,
Yeah.
not wrong.
So just information. Those Lika support cards that just popped up, that's when you set a character in the support slot when you accept the mission.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you can determine what options they have with the personal abilities tab in the terminal.
But you have to get AP to actually unlock them.
Yeah, but using them gives them AP.
Yeah.
I'm
And
sorry, did
choosing...
Canon accidentally message the entire network rather than her mum?
Yes. Well, I think it's technically just you. Like, that's your personal mail.
I knew she was inaccurate, but I didn't realize it was, inaccurate with sending email as well. What the fuck, Canon?
It's all about that friendly fire, you know?
Alright.
Alright, next up we have Glow of Prestige. 3
Fancy.
zygotes.
Yeah, I
Oh,
put my
God.
glasses back on.
Linka is dead. It was the glasses, yeah.
Yeah,
That was
sure.
the big change there.
No, I was just wondering if I had like left the term and I was like, did I put the glasses back on?
You did not.
I did.
No, you did not. It's a lie. His hair, oh dear. Oh dear, Pokey.
What?
Pokey's hair.
Yes.
What about it?
Pokey has hair.
Just
I'm
hair?
not quite sure what to say about it. It's definitely a thing.
I'm confused.
Looks quite hentai to me.
I think that's a personal problem.
Probably. I am the personal problem.
I have a tiny top hat. It's a very tiny top hat. Those are more of like a side hat than a top hat.
That'd be 3 seconds. This is true. There we are. Title for this VOD is now Tears Top Side Top Hat.
I don't know, sometimes I prefer to bottom.
1 second, it's 100% innocent. 4 seconds got into the sex work.
The unit is now in position and ready to commence combat
I just
operations.
instinctively switched to my gun mode. Because I'm so used to blast gun and having to reserve.
The fuck were you just doing, Tyr? Oh, continuing to do.
I'm just spamming dash.
Oh,
Just while I'm charging, I'm just tapping R1.
Kill confirmed.
thank you for your contribution to the SCP Stream Challenge.
Missed that.
3 in a minute, in a row.
Yeah. This is what me and Tay had to deal with.
Kill confirmed.
So we just have to rotate who's the host periodically so that everyone gets a taste of it.
That was really pathetic.
Still here, still cleaning. Jesus. Sounds like it was definitely the right call for you to call off your streams this weekend, but just so you can get it all done.
This is the pace. I know you can win this.
Okay, that mission is probably the worst one I've had so far.
And that, as they say.
Yeah, zygotes are pretty hard to kill, I agree.
Let's make sure not to forget the materials here.
Best mission ever, right? Who's with me?
Well, well, well. Easy work at that one.
Lots of plastic. See, this
Don't
is what
mind the
happened when I span
ominous. Don't mind the ominous black smoke. Like I said, it's only when I'm charging my spear.
Oh, right.
Because that's a held thing.
Hmm.
I'll take the credits up.
I'll take the bond break.
I'll take some consumable items. We didn't break any bonds.
Yeah.
You.
When you guys smile and say
Bond break only useful against the larger origami.
Still got triple S. And didn't get incapacitated. You know, I'm doing better. I'm really doing better with knife. Weird.
Knife is the quick one.
Hmm. Means I'm not animation locked and then getting smacked mid-animation. The only bond that broke recently was the bond between Eric and Life. You're not wrong.
Oh right, I have to choose a mission. Force of habit, that.
I know, right? My Maiden's upgradable.
They're like
Burning Maiden.
Hold on. I'm gonna go see if there's any like dialogue happening anywhere.
That's what happens when you cut down a talking tree.
Kota. You dumbass.
What did Kota do?
You
Just
can
go to
talk to him and
things.
find out.
So we've got
Where is
Concrete
he?
Jungle, Whirlwind, and Crocodile 1 that I've not done. A Congo and 3 Zygotes. Yay! Game suggestions you might Hi-Fi Rush worth a check, you might like it. I will pop it onto my after stream thing to do. Check out Hi-Fi Rush. Well. So fact, well, I'm not sure if it's fact yet. It's a rumour about what? Screw, you're right, the total babe tells you she's beautiful. Well, world has it. She's got a boy hole, for fuck's sake, Kota.
Yep.
Let it go.
And they were roommates.
I have to relax and study too. Wow. Wow, Kota. I see how it is.
What?
So after he despaired about the I said, I'll just let it go. He says, oh, what, you knew? Oh, that makes sense. Girls talking about it. I wonder who the other cute girls are. I was like, dude, I'm standing right here.
Huh, another case where they say something different.
Yep.
He told me to just give him some time and he needed to think about it.
I honestly thought you said to give him some head.
This is a children's game.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
I actually don't know the rating of this game.
Looking at
Probably.
Sakuya's outfit and the way she stood, I don't think it's a children's game.
Rated C for children.
No age rating. 15 plus.
That's a weird point.
It is.
Basically a 16 game.
Oh, here we are. ESRB. Go Resurrection platform. It's T for teen.
Squad.
Remember these live, yeah. Horny bugger.
Make sure you come back safe and sound.
Yep.
That's it.
And somehow he's horny as all fuck, and Chinya's right there and he doesn't clock.
This is absurd. Looks like everyone's feeling the mission today. Well, almost everyone.
Inexplicable main character
No,
not up for it
Come on, chin up, yeah?
for no
This will be
clear
your first
reason.
mission as a
Yeah, I'm
squad.
really
just-
not
We're all damn good. Get out there
So
and do what
broken
you
up
best.
over Eric.
Wait, our first mission? What about you, Lindo?
Now everyone's just looking, it's like, well, you seem all up for it, apart from you. What the fuck did I do?
Get me?
Is the main character just having major
Lovely
depression?
ladies have been impatient.
Apparently.
Just stand me up if I'm a little late. So yeah, I'm gonna take off. Remember the big rule. Don't die. I'll see you all later.
They're your rules, so make sure you follow them yourself. Get the hell out of here and let us work.
Remember, it's
Kenya's
a work
friend
night, so try
zoned.
not to stay out too late. Okay, Lindo?
Look, Eric and MC have story history in the past. We just never saw
All right,
it.
mission won't complete itself.
They were best friends growing up.
Oh my god, and then they were roommates.
The Congo's on the move. We've tracked it to the Western Plaza. Call
Immediate.
for backup and get the team together before you attack. Either way, this won't be an easy fight.
Huh, we got split up.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Congo.
Yeah, the Congo was at me.
Coda, maybe you should just keep your mind on the mission, okay?
What was that heavy breathing just then?
What?
I'm a tingle. Cut him off. Finish it.
I just heard some real heavy feminine breathing.
It is finished. Target
I am
eliminated. Excellent.
unsure.
Yeah, that's all you, man.
Origami is activating. Stay on your toes.
It's probably
Loki
sexless.
got poisoned, apparently.
Yeah.
Who's poisoned? Oh, Pokey. Why is Pokey a child voice?
Young Sexless.
It's withdrawing. I think it must be going off to feed.
You think you can just
Hey,
leave in the middle of our
Dress.
date?
In the middle of our date.
There it is.
I'm sorry, what?
First Lindo leaves for a date and now the Congo, apparently.
Ow. Wow. Ow.
Dancing wind.
So my connection dancing, apparently.
Yeah, it happens. Oh, hey, Pokey.
That was just... it was... Damn.
Yes, Hibari, we are good at our jobs.
I don't think I've ever heard Hibari say the word,
You know
say
what?
that voice line
I feel
before.
pretty damn good about that.
So you're just the game. It's the game. So whoever is hosting the room doesn't get that, but everyone else does because the game's netcode is awful.
The only time it wasn't like that is when you hosted, where only me and Tear got it.
True. Thank you for the hydrate from my DJ.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
Yeah,
I,
it
got
is.
a little crazy.
The God Eater games have got a habit of just not being the greatest netcode.
Could be worse, could be better.
Yeah. Oh, bomb breaker
Nah,
order.
I guess I'll go with consumable items.
A simian larynx for clearing under 5 minutes. Cool.
Can't wait till we get to the actual challenge and stuff.
Oh,
if we ever get that far.
Can't wait till we get to Ouroboros.
Ouroboros has never really been a challenge.
It's just big.
Yeah. I like how Ouroboros is like built up to be this like big thing, and then like 90% of his body is a hitbox. Like a weak point, I mean.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Pretty well. I managed to wrap up the night early as per your request. How'd you guys do?
As per your request, no one died, see?
We did well.
Lindo openly admitting that he finished quickly.
Funny, I don't remember you actually helping.
Shots fired.
Wow.
Damn, well if that's the case, I guess I won't be skipping out on any more dates just to keep you guys in line.
Where you getting all these ladies from? You gotta hook me up, Lindo.
Man down, requesting link 8. Shots fired.
Attention all dog eaters.
potato pop supreme cheese snacks will be interesting. That sounds good.
Who's the 7th unit?
Yeah, I don't know.
This dude, apparently.
Ugh.
Damn, which team took it down? Not just took it down, but ripped out the core too. They're gonna be drowning with bonus cash. I know who's buying rounds tonight.
You wouldn't have to be so cheap if you fought harder.
Thank you for the dialogue. Off-screen extras.
Do a little research and you won't have to ask.
The really bad sound mixing again.
Look it up.
It's in the Norn. Now that it's been name dropped, and it's now in the Norn.
Yeah.
It wasn't there 5 seconds ago.
And we'll die, like really hard.
We'll die really hard.
We're getting pretty good. One of these days we can challenge
The
the
fuck, Soma?
For now, follow the big rule.
Yeah, we get it. Don't die. I think you've used that line enough, don't you?
Nah, I don't think so. I'll keep on saying it until you get it, Selma. You'd charge off into death if I wasn't watching out.
If only Eric was here.
Shut up. Well, all right then. I got
shit
another
got
date lined
kicked
up, so I'm off to dinner. Good fighting, guys.
Lindo, the man of dates.
You're gonna find it's been Sakaki every single time.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that it's like Aragami that he's off to go fight solo, right? Like, I'm going off for a date. Him with his fist up in Aragami. I mean, if my character considers them dates.
The 7th squad, right? Damn, it's got to have been Lindo who beat Ouroboros. His date was with the Ouroboros, I guess. According to Shun.
Oh my god, Canon. Wow, I'm sorry, I sent you a message by the other day. Please delete that, I'm so sorry.
We love Canon.
Oh, she's amazing.
She's great.
Quest, Snowball. 3 ogre tails are hiding at the temple ruins. They're more intelligent, which explains why they coexist with cocoon maidens.
What the fuck
Isn't-
does that even mean?
In 2, isn't like cannon when you first use her absolutely awful for like friendly fire, but as you do her quest, she actually gets more accurate.
I didn't know that she got more accurate.
I don't know that she gets more accurate, but she learns about healing bullets.
Yeah,
Like, that's
so-
her entire storyline, is learning that she can be a healer, and then, you know, doing friendly fire is a good thing.
I mean, that's what she tries to do here. Like, in that email where she sent, she was like, I tried to use recovery bullets on my allies, but they all just duck under cover whenever I point the barrel at them.
Yeah, I think she does have certain skills into that equate to her doing, like, more friendly fire stuff.
Sorry, didn't realize the quest got accepted.
It's literally there
Yeah,
on your on the screen.
I was drinking my tea.
I was drinking.
Tasty but odd. I mean, I'm drinking. I've still got like that little bit left of Mountain Dew.
God, after recent mod-based events, I could do with some hard liquor.
Oh.
Understandable.
Oh. I smell gossip.
I smell tea. God, I hate cocoon maidens on this map because they're always at like the top of stairs, unlocking me.
Ow.
What the?
It is.
Oh,
Mall.
cope even.
Opium.
Oh, wow.
Well, that was easy.
I'd hope so. It's some ogre tails and cocoon maidens.
Use you. Eric died to one of those things.
To be fair,
sound
he
off.
was distracted.
Alright, sound off. Who's still alive?
Me.
Has my character spoken at all?
The Aragami lay dead and the helicopter on the way.
You're too busy finishing your novel.
Perfect ending to a perfect day.
I'm too busy learning how to read.
I have to say, you all looked amazing out there. Elegant, dangerous.
The spot run. Run, spot, run.
That's my bad. I
Must
got a little
collect
crazy.
items. I got Ariadne's thread.
Nice.
Reward credits. Give me that money.
Reward.
Give me the consumables.
Do you think these are assigned to everyone?
I think the one you choose applies to you.
How many credits did you get here? Because you chose more reward credits.
Went past it, so
Fair
I
enough.
don't know. It's not much. It's a pretty small increase.
Yeah.
Like maybe 10% extra, which could mean more later on, but for now it's like 30.
Honestly, like I'm up to like mission 63, and I'm still only getting like $3,000 per mission completion, which sounds like a lot right now, but it's really not.
I keep noticing this stupid walk that they do.
It does look like they just shit themselves.
Someone in there?
They all do it anytime they're walking around with their god arcs. So when there's a full squad of people walking around, it looks really dumb.
Ah, yes, we are humanity's last hope. And you walk like that. Wonder what
Must
that
have been
was.
the wind.
Hey, Mr. Piano Man, play me some piano.
Must have been my imagination. He says, arrow sticking out his neck.
No. No contact with the target as of yet. We'll keep searching.
Reminds me, I realised earlier, no, it was last night, just how ridiculous my dread bow was in Warframe. 250% crit chance.
Someone is about to die, I think. Don't worry, someone died. There's at least another 50 missions. This game has funding for only one character death.
Not wrong. If dry out high protein rations, they taste like dried squid, why would you want to do that?
In order to retreat, sure, I was the last one standing, but I could have won, damn it, sure.
I misread that. What, you don't know what a squid is? I'll explain. Its booby is squishy and it has 10 arms. That's exactly what I read.
Keep him away from Splatoon.
Oh, good timing. Could you keep Kota company for a bit? He's been talking non-stop. And the options are in exchange for a ration. That must be a hassle. Good luck.
No, it's not Aragami. Exclamation high point. It's Kota. Tom, can you keep Kota been talking non-stop? In exchange for a ration. You types are so crafty, we can't go for that deal. Lindo already has dibs on it. I bet Lindo has dibs on your ration.
Oh, hey, Cannon.
The amount of side boob that Sakuya puts out all the time. Doesn't Lindo have kids into? Can see why.
Does he?
Who?
Lindo.
What did you say about him?
Have kids.
Right, this conversation's going nowhere.
It really is.
No idea. I was busy talking to Cannon whilst you were having that conversation, so I just joined in at, like, the weird kids.
That's never where you want to join in.
This is not from Lego Shop, it's a shop called Toy Pro. Lego Shop doesn't have bugs. Ooh, not good.
By the way, Malk, I'd love it if you could look at the weapon crafting under Buster Blade. Look at the Bone Breaker.
Craft. Craft equipment. Melee weapon. Bone breaker. What the fuck is that?
That's a great sword.
That is not a fucking great sword. That's a bollocking hammer.
It's definitely not a hammer. How dare you?
The heat cracker is just a pink one.
The Congo
Club. Oh, I remember the Congo Club too.
To be fair, at least it's got like a blade on it. You can see a bladed bit.
And the sword blades, the Queen's Greatsword from Code Vein.
Definitely not.
The
Definitely
Soma
not
weapon.
Soma's weapon.
I love that the hammer one is literally just the different heads.
I like how this weapon's called the Straight Claymore, and it's literally just a regular Claymore. Same colour and everything.
Dama de Ferro, I was thinking Dama Dane. Which I'm annoyed that I can't play anymore.
Why?
Because I got a copyright strike, and part of my video was muted because of listening to Bakamitai. So I can't do any of the karaoke in Yakuza.
To be fair, were you going to anyway with the delay?
Yeah, this is also true. Between the delay and the and that is like there's no real point. Although yeah, I got 69 score on it, so yeah, I'm good game with it.
Nice.
I like how of all clips and videos of Bakamitai, you're the one who gets the part muted.
Yeah. Everyone else, it seems like, oh yeah, it's fine. No, use it completely fine to stream. And then me comes along like, no.
So there is a dialogue thing that Malk has to go do because I cannot start the next mission yet.
Do you know who it is?
It says Timeless cannot join. So go talk to Sakaki.
Okay.
Probably. Would be my guess.
You could hear his arena.
It's usually Sakaki or Lindo.
Hibari should tell you.
But can people that
not supposed to enter Sakaki's room.
Can people that aren't the host talk to Hibari?
Let's have a look.
I can, but it just pulls up the mission list.
Oh right, you can look.
Lindo was looking for you. I think he's back in his room. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, so it will tell Malk.
Yes.
And this confirms that you cannot start a mission if they haven't done the requisite dialogue.
That's good.
Which is good.
Or cutscenes, probably.
I'll be right back, because I remember my mum shouted something earlier. I want to go investigate.
Oh no. It's dangerous to go alone. Alone. Should be able to start it now. A Chiyu. Awakening God of War. It's dangerous to butthole. Fuck. Well, while we're waiting on Mal the ever... Oh, there's Mal.
Shut your face.
I'm going to say... I was going to say, while we're waiting on Mal the ever delayed, I will go and put the bin out. I guess I'll do it after this mission then. Thank you, Mal.
Did you hear the news? Another new type is getting assigned to the Far East.
Wait,
Oh, I wonder who.
Oh, joy.
There's been a whole lot of them lately, huh?
Yeah, but they're still rare.
Can't be canon.
Himself brought her over
I love
from
dialogue. No, it's not. Canon is an old type.
speak of the devil, right?
Good day, squad.
Oh.
I'd like to introduce someone. Another new type God Eater will be joining your team as of today.
It's Elisa.
To meet you. My name is Alyssa
Please,
Ilinachina
game, don't
Ariel.
do the romantic
I've been transferred here
type
from the
music
Russian.
there.
I
She's
will do my best
really
to continue to
underage.
serve with distinction. I hope we work well together.
Is she?
She's
As far as I know,
16.
yes.
We always have room for another hottie.
Weirdly enough, there's a lot of 16-year-olds, as I brought up last stream.
Long enough to become a God Eater is astounding.
Also, welcome to this game's Piano Man.
Battlefield
This is
experience you do.
Jazz
Your
Man.
scores in the simulation are beyond anything
Does
recorded.
both piano or does both trumpet and saxophone.
Sorry.
Alyssa, you will serve under Lindo, a talented
Likes to
God
blow
Eater
their own horn,
and
apparently.
command.
As you wish, ma'am.
Actually, I have some
I actually like
documents
this
that need
music
your
though.
signature.
It's good
Come
music.
with me.
It's just, and to be fair, it's not quite as, you know, overwhelmingly loud and powerful as Piano Man.
Hey, wow, Russia, huh? I hear it's really cold there. Like all the time.
Oh my.
Snow's weird, right?
God,
But I guess global warming is weird too.
He's trying.
He really is trying.
Any special reason we're the only branch and squad to get a bunch of new types? Or am I just lucky?
Maybe that's all there is to it. HQ's new policy is to step up new type discovery and recruitment. They could turn the tide. There is something unique about this girl, though.
Gosa tries
She
his
might be a
best.
match, but she's a little unbalanced mentally. Part of the deal was that she
That is
adhered
an
to a strict
understatement.
mental health
Yeah.
regimen while she's here.
Saying
Still,
Alyssa is a
I need to
bit
keep an eye on her.
unbalanced is like
Anything for you, big
saying
sis?
Ted
Lindo, if you
Bundy
ever
was a
want me
little
back, they were the
unadjusted.
last words to leave your lips.
It's Japan, 16, 17, might as well be 18 for them. So, in fairness, also, the age of consent in the UK is also 16. However, that is meant for other 16 and 17-year-olds, not for adults.
No. An 18-year-old can date a 16-year-old. Its only exception is if the person who's 18 or over is in a position of power, such as a teacher.
In fairness, there's an inherent position of power just by being older and being a legal
Yeah,
adult.
I think that's how they like skate around that air quote loophole by saying being older is the position of power.
Yeah, no. No, it should still be, it's for other 16 and 17-year-olds.
This stupid Geo was so obnoxious for me to fight by myself because he just kept dashing between lava pits that I couldn't move him in.
Yeah. I've had that happen to me quite a bit. He's heading towards section B if you open up your map.
What's the map?
Options. And it'll fill up your screen.
Oh, Christ.
And then you can hit triangle to make it small or big.
Wait, you can?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not that it's really necessary, but yeah. It also
Yeah, 'cause
affects
it
the
doesn't let
size.
you do anything.
It also affects the size of the minimap soon.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh, that's actually a lot more helpful having it smaller on the minimap.
Yeah, having it wide style.
Hey, so Crush type Hammerman, please do things.
Yeah, for some reason, I'm not hitting like big numbers like Crush bullets hit. So maybe his legs are weak to bullets.
Go for the wings, the wing arms.
I'll get right on that when I can actually play.
Yeah.
Yeah, my move with hammer on Chios is always like jump attacks. Damn, you guys are hacking the Matrix, just raising midair.
Yeah. Jesus, this is bad.
Like, currently with my piercing damage, his head is basically the only place that's weak. Which, you know, kinda hard to hit on a Chio.
Are we just gonna have to like balance who's playing based on what weapon damage type we need?
Change who's in the lead.
If we need Crush type, I have to host.
God.
There'd definitely be a way to do it.
I really would like
There you go,
it.
Bogey.
I really would like if it wasn't like this and we could just play normally.
Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's go God Eater 3 Pokey sets.
Yeah, but God Eater 3 isn't God Eater 1.
You just heard
The Good 83 had its own issues as well. Like, you know, when anyone got disconnected, we had to quit the entire game.
It seems I'm up against a wall. All the better.
Monster's trying to break off.
There we go. That's much faster.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, his legs are weak to bullets, I guess. It's not crush type, it's crush type bullets specifically.
I wish damage typing was a little bit easier to understand sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, what does Pierce... What is the advantage to Pierce?
I don't
versus
think...
penetration.
Slash or crush.
I think it's just certain parts are weak to certain things, so certain damage types are easier at breaking that bond. Like, if you break the back of a Fierce Congo, like the pipe of it with divine damage, I think that makes its lightning strikes weaker.
As long as I'm helping, I'm proud.
Hit the meme section when you get a chance. Oh no.
No.
So I got the reward credits 3, and it gave me 750.
Okay, and I got 500, so yeah, it does only apply to the person who picks it.
There's an art, or rather a knack to flying. The knack lies in learning how to throw yourself at the ground and miss. Stormtrooper reading that and launch himself at the ground and starts flying. It's not wrong.
God, I wish Stormtroopers were portrayed accurately for what they're meant to be.
I mean, they are. That's the thing, they are. They actually are. It's just, they're almost always used to shoot at main characters who have plot armor.
Yeah, like, that's what I mean, like...
Picking up from last time,
But you watch the intro to A New Hope, where they are annihilating that rebel cruiser.
And I mean anything. They eat life forms, flora and fauna, as well as synthetic creations, resins, plastics, for instance. It has even been reported that they can consume toxic waste, which will actively destroy any other life form. They never tire.
Coda, look out. There's a truck coming right at you. Oh god, he has AirPods in.
The leftovers is diminishing at an unsustainable rapid pace.
Why does Alyssa always play with her hair?
Because it's the one idle animation they gave her.
Yeah.
Now only memories.
Just like, you know, Coda's one idle animation is him falling fast asleep.
And the origami. They begin to take on qualities of the
I love that Sakaki looked right at him, fall asleep, like, I'm just going to continue.
What do you mean looked right at him? His eyes are closed.
Sakaki's just dream teaching. He's just been sleepwalking this whole time.
I thought he was just, you know, locating anything by echolocation.
Oh, here he comes.
There's a lot of hefty-looking books right next to Sakaki right now.
Number of fan theories about their accuracy. Yeah, I'm inclined to think, you know, that they are exceptionally accurate. It's just plot armor.
Oh, Mom, earmuffs don't go on the cookie.
Really? Does he not understand how important this
Earmuffs
is?
don't go on the cookie. What the fuck?
He is merely Kota.
Yes, it will theoretically.
What's wrong with him? Sakaki be like, it's just Kota.
Kota be Kota.
Extinction is triggered by a nova, an origami grown so massive and so powerful that it literally devours the world.
Precisely. Now, we have no confident source for the origin of this theory, and many people have dismissed
I
it
have an
as
idea.
superstitious rumor.
So I'm gonna make another one and chuck it.
Yeah.
Complete. That'll protect us, all right? Even from that.
Man, this story hits different when you've played 2.
Yeah.
You know what a dog is, Coda?
Know what a dog
Yes,
is.
Canis lupus familiaris. Even now, their numbers are fading, but they
It's
can
not a
still be seen
stupid
around the
question,
outer
I guess, because I don't think dogs exist anymore.
Dogs are intelligent.
They're
No, they cannot speak,
almost
but they have a
non-existent.
natural,
He just said they
almost
do
innate
still
form of
exist in Outer
communication
Ghetto.
with other
Yeah,
species.
which is where it
There's
goes
a couple.
from.
Now, if an origami were to take on these sort of qualities, would that origami then be able to coexist with us?
Coexist?
Of course, dogs are not
All
the
right,
only
God
animals
Eater
that possess
4.
this sort of ingrown communication.
It's just
I read once about
Pokemon,
an animal
but you
tamer
capture
who used to
origami.
communicate with all kinds of creatures in
Origami.
some striped tent or something.
Haha.
It's not possible.
I love that little
Humans
laugh.
and origami cannot live together.
good.
Simple fact.
The cookie is the best.
Right. Alright, Elisa, you're racist. What did the origami do to you?
Ate her family, maybe? With these range from orders to miss to the force interfering to just their helmet HUDs failing. Yeah. But it's still, it's plot armor. Right. I'm going to be right back. I've got to put the bin out and shit. So I'll be back in a sec.
And shit?
Yes.
Instructions unclear. Shit in bin.
Let's see what Alyssa has to say. I wish I didn't have to ask this right after arriving, but do the people here lack self-awareness?
Yes, absolutely.
Ah, and Kota is now crushing on Alyssa.
Does this surprise you?
No.
Is this too easy for you?
Father said I shouldn't come here alone, but everyone's been lying, saying that Eric is dead. Eric is gone. Eric? Who was that?
He's a good soccer player. Which, like... What? Do they have soccer still? Why are people playing soccer?
Gotta find your pastimes, I guess.
Now, okay, so this one... They say 2 Chiyus are here. But I only had to kill 1.
There might be 2, but only one of them might be required.
Oh god, I did an urgent mission solo last night that had a Congo to start, and then shortly thereafter a Chiyo appeared, and then a Gaboro, and then another Gaboro. And it was... God, I'm amazed I didn't go down, but it took me like 15 minutes, and it was just...
I done a mission. I think it might have been an urgent one, or it might have just been like a later side mission. And it was just ogre tails. It was an ogre tail infestation. I was at like 7 minutes left on the clock when it finally finished.
Damn.
There was a lot of ogre tails.
It's a lot of ogre tail.
Because it'd be like, oh, I just killed the final one that's got the black crosses on it, and then like 5 more ogre tails would spawn.
Oof. Yeah.
By eating the one who whored them.
What?
What Widsgren typed. In Twitch chat.
I see. I suppose the statement itself just still moderately confuses me.
I return.
No.
Yes.
No.
Forced it is the worst thing. The sequel's made abundant. They even know what that means, Mal. Let's go. Hello and welcome. Loading with the wag. Who's been fucked out of thought process. What's this? This is God Eater. So basically, take Monster Hunter, make it extremely anime, give it a even wider storyline. Pretty much that. It even actually has an anime. Eric lives on our hearts.
The game's basically an anime.
Yes. What the fuck are you doing, Tyr?
Moving forward 1 pixel at a time.
That's extreme boob bounce. As well as play by eating the one who whore them.
Gotta get the reps in.
I've also lost another 100 or so frames. What the fuck?
This is a dangerous motion right here.
Oh, good God.
Anyway, waiting on you, Malk.
Sorry, I'm too involved in the meme. Like, it's just having a mental crisis, don't mind her. I mean, with the people she's been paired up with, I'm not surprised. Oh, okay. I love that Tyr and I stood up at the exact same time.
I like how I started doing a roll dance, but you hit accept at the exact same time, so it canceled it.
Ah. I think that's 2 or 3 seconds. True.
Cecilius used to just be like this amazing, wholesome person, then they met us.
I mean,
It isn't
true.
getting in the way. You should just
I
stick
wonder
to
what's
what
going to
old
happen in
types
this
do
mission.
best. You are our support.
Oh, well then. I guess I'll do my
Do
best
what
to
old
live up
types
to
do
your
best,
high
not
expectations of
what
me.
they've been doing for forever.
Whoa, okay. You really don't like me, huh? That's fine. I'll grow on you.
Grow on you.
Like a tumor.
I've lost another 100 frames. What the fuck, game?
I'm fine.
It's either the game or Twitch being a
Just kidding.
twat.
Just a joke.
God Eater be like, let me
I
just
want you to try
devour
something
those
like
frames
this.
real
It
quick.
might help.
Yeah, as well as our connection.
Nom
If
nom.
things get crazy or chaotic, I want you to look up in the sky.
Time for the
Find a
worst
cloud
battle
that looks like
advice
an animal,
ever.
Okay? It'll help you relax.
Yeah.
You know what? Try it right now. That's
You
an order.
look up was like,
Once you do,
ah,
come find us.
pretty
We'll be just over
kitty.
there.
Oh look, that one looks like an ogre tail.
It's pointless.
Oh wait, that one
Wait.
is an ogre tail. Oh my god, my
Look for a
leg.
Cloud, okay?
Wait a second.
Trust me. We're gonna go on ahead a little bit.
That one looks like Eric.
So here's the deal. That kid's got some unique baggage. Still, it's hard to find someone who doesn't have tragedy in their history. Sign of the times.
Well, it's fitting you see a Galley's adventure rotary cannons or
I
sword.
wanted to ask you since
She's
you're
not,
new
that's
to
a cannon. That's
Will
the
you keep an
morphed
eye out
form of
for-
the gun of the swords.
Thanks. Come on then.
It makes sense within the God Eater universe, just nowhere else.
I find it funny that it's called an Avenger rotary cannon because that's the exact name of her blade, the Avenger.
Well, it's the guns, melee weapons, and shields. Yep. Which is a wonderful thing. You know, like, you consider, you know, that's something that only exists in the God Eater universe, and yet not every single every single game in the God Eater universe features them.
Oh no, both the Chiyus are required by story to kill.
I must have been thinking of it wrong.
I'm not even able to think that I didn't get a reconnect, because then it gave me a reconnect just at the thought of it.
You saying the word reconnect made me have to reconnect twice. And another time. Again.
Now you see the fangs come out.
That went pretty well.
Oh dear. Now you see the fangs.
Got them.
Strike hard!
Dust to dust. To the end.
On check! Enemy home response is holding steady. Keep up the good fight. Origami is activated. Stay on your toes.
far better.
Hold on, man. I'm just gonna do jump attacks for a minute.
Alpha 3, your vital signs are deep in the red. All that.
Simply leave these foes to me.
Wow, I actually swung and he was exactly where he was when I disconnected.
Well, welcome to the Spec Connection Mount. It's not connection, it is the game. This is 100% the game.
We can always switch back to Mouth being host so it's a better stream experience.
True.
Yeah.
If it doesn't matter who is the host, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, we could always do a fool's errand and try me as the host. I would laugh if it was a better connection.
So would I. But he also needs to help. Yeah, guys, we might have fun. No problem at all. We're going to hope you get some sleep this time. Let's come in as long as you did.
Where are you going? You haven't even heard the whole song yet.
For fuck's sake, Lips.
No.
I say nay.
So it explodes now. Hey, that was done.
Now for the other one. He is Section B, where we spawned.
You're at Section B.
Don't worry, I'll get there when Peter Capaldi stops messing with the timeline.
He's not the Doctor anymore, though.
What do you mean? Of course he's the Doctor. He was the last one before the season's ended.
But there's a new actor who's playing the Doctor now.
No.
Yes. I got announced like last year.
I know.
I believe this is what they call denial.
Oh yeah, Mal's specialty.
They're going with David Tennant and then like a few episodes and then someone else.
As if I needed any less reason to watch Doctor Who.
I mean, he's only going to be there for like a few episodes before the new Doctor comes out.
One episode is too much of David Tennant as the Doctor, in all honesty. No problem with David Tennant himself. Really good actor, really like him, really nice person as well. But his Doctor, no.
Dropping a post for you people who won't heal.
Thank you.
Stay on your toes.
That got me back to myself.
I must reload. Dancing with.
I must reload.
Ankle and bullets. Hey, we broke his legs. That's what you get for not paying your loans.
Damn it, I was about to say that.
You think you can just leave in the middle of our dates?
I love how we've got two yanderes in the team.
Yep. Of course you love that, Mal. We know your love of yanderes.
Why did you guys take the long way around?
I don't know.
A wicked
I said it before I could type it. We saw Mal's obsessive gaining of Akagi.
I aimed for Malk and hit Tear.
No, you hit me. And again.
No, I mixed up. I aimed for Tear and hit you.
Look, I know we've got similar hairstyles, but that's a bit different.
Okay, I'm
got a little crazy.
Team AP up.
Don't worry.
I would not recommend using Team AP up.
Well, I did it already.
Well, it might give Lika some AP. Actually, can you go to the bottom?
Actually, getting 13 AP for me.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm curious if you get Lika AP when it's technically my Lika.
I do, weirdly.
Yeah, I got... So my end reward screen gave her 3 AP, so Team AP up gives an extra 10, I guess.
I got 18. So it seems I just naturally get more from
I
having
got
her.
20 on her once without getting one of the AP ups.
I think I got 15 at base because it's my Lika, and then I got 3 for choosing her card.
Makes sense.
You get bonus AP for choosing their card.
Yeah.
And you got more for choosing her card and the Team AP up.
Yep.
Because if Mal only got 3...
Yeah, I chose her cards, but I didn't choose Team AP.
When Oracle cells were first discovered, they maintained an amoeba-like form.
And Kota's asleep again.
Delicate, how little we knew.
He is Kota.
Shortly after that, we discovered the first origami in earthworm form. Within 6 months,
Earthworm
I've had my time in the spotlight of not having any disconnects. I'd be okay with switching to someone else.
Mom said it's my turn to host.
It was unprecedented, even with their unique talents.
Yeah, we'll go with Mal hosting and see what inanity that does.
I hope all your internets get destroyed by me hosting.
I would laugh so hard if you got the disconnects as well.
Have not changed even 1 iota from their original gene sequence.
Hold on, that's just impossible. The cells change form, don't they?
In a way, the origami you see, well, they're just like you are in this classroom, in this moment. To an origami, acquiring new forms, abilities, and gifts is identical to the way that we as humans absorb knowledge.
Oh.
Yes, I know it sounds very far-fetched. Let me give you an example. They discover
Step 1. Calmly approach the Kota.
They analyze the means of flight.
Casually approach child.
They absorb tons of information every time.
Step 2. Cut a hole in the child.
Anything else. In 20 years, they've developed an advanced system of form and function and dominated the Earth. A shame indeed that the origami are not as averse to study as it seems Kota is. They are dedicated and diligent students. Truly, it boggles the mind how advanced they've become. Latest reports suggest there is an origami out there capable of using a rudimentary missile system. If this is true, then they have absorbed man-made tools and developed a way to use such devices.
I wonder what origami could be talking about that uses man-made missiles.
Oh, God.
How those cells must work to incorporate such
Rodrigo intensifies.
Oh, God.
Perhaps one day we might even see the next step. An origami that takes the form of a human. Wouldn't it be wondrous?
You say that, Sakaki.
I'm not sure that wondrous is the word we would use.
I wonder.
Humanoid origami? Well, I never.
Sounds like our next candidate for the moon.
For how rare humanoid origami are, we sure know a few of them.
2.
Hey, that's more than there should theoretically be.
I mean, true, yes. Oh, got mission available.
No, you've unlocked urgent missions.
Yeah.
Connection to the session has been interrupted.
Yeah, Pokey just quit.
No. Wasn't Pokey.
Oh, you just quit here.
Yes, the host.
I was the host.
Fair.
It was me.
It was me.
It was me, Barry. I committed all those crimes in the US states.
Oh, God. You quit. Alright, go on then, Mal.
I've created
Do it faster, Mal.
It is all.
Rider Storm's Og.
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 You have failed us, Gary. Yes, you have.
Oh.
Hey, Malek's almost caught up to me.
Almost. So we'll be progressing together again. Oh, wait, so it's still a whole week. Oh, I'm gonna get left behind again.
We come back, tier story 75.
Tier story 100.
I will need to confirm nor deny my plans for this week.
Well, like I said, I'll be deleting this character and then starting with a new one so we don't have the same fucking voice.
Have fun.
Fine. Just, you know, get to see just how awful I am solo play, which we all know how awful I am.
So, airline food.
Yeah. Pass through
So how
system
about that?
faster than this connection.
This is about the same time as all of them.
I know, I was just giving Mal shit.
I was giving myself it as well.
Well,
The
we'll
face
hear.
when the host is the last one to load in.
I know, right?
Suck all of my knob.
Can I confirm?
All these people on PS5s mocking me because I'm on a PS4.
Whore.
The one thing that did change between Rage Burst and now is Malkus now in the US. Half the team is in another continent. It's true.
What's the story mission? Oh, okay, Aurora.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it'll put it up. Aurora.
Ah, Elisa. Look forward to
Cocoon
working with you.
mutants.
Boy,
Oh,
goes
no.
Big Ollie does it more deep.
No.
Much just get my way. Please, Steve.
Whatever
Oh,
will I do?
Not cocoon maidens.
Oh no.
First they're gonna eat him, then they're gonna eat me. Oh my god.
Can't wait to actually be able to play the game.
I need a blazing mini barrel. I've no idea what those get from.
Blazing
Fire.
mini-
They come from the fire type cocoon maidens.
Lovely.
Which I think are... We might have access to a mission with one of those.
Possibly.
One of the, like, side missions.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise
But
me.
if you're remaking a character, like, it doesn't matter.
Very
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, that might be why the connection is worse. Yeah.
Would also blame Mal's PS4.
I blame Scoop.
Oh, that's the point. Could we actually go back to Monster Hunter? Oh, we don't want to risk
Blame-
Mal's PS4 overheating.
I blame the liberal left underneath their woke sky.
Oh,
What are you even saying?
We're ready to begin. Shall we take the stage?
Already had one.
You got ratioed by the dictionary.
That's two. Haven't even encountered any origami. We've already had two disconnects. Mal. 3.
Why are you saying that like it's any different from everyone else who's hosted?
Because we've always got them to be able to fight the origami beforehand. 4.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have.
Miles' internet is bad.
Was that voice site Sparkle time from? I have no idea, honestly. Don't know. I do not know any of the voice actors in this, apart from they appear to be all the everywhere fucking else as well. So it wouldn't surprise me.
Look, my internet connection is fine for me, and that's all I need.
Oracle response
Let's
eliminated.
look.
Now that is how you
Good
complete your
plan.
mission.
There is a reason why we keep saying it's all connected.
Is that?
No origami can kill the
What shall I do?
I'll stop having
for the rest of my
Wi-Fi.
day?
Perhaps I'll just lounge around artfully.
Oh, can you imagine just how bad it would be if you had less than a Wi-Fi connection?
Okay, well, it's technically done. Just keep watch.
It's a dial-up now.
Well, that's a new voice line I haven't heard before come from my character.
Oh?
The mission's not done. Okay, well, technically it's done, but just keep watch.
What the fuck?
Oh, hi again.
I don't know why I decided to use Jen. I really don't understand why he became my, like, dedicated support unit.
I do like having support skill uses +1 available.
It's always good to have.
Tall Strong is here, but Matt Mercer is. Yep. Look at the, literally, throughout all 3 of the God Eaters, look through their English VA list, and you'll see so many people.
Is Matt Mercer Lindo by any chance?
Probably.
That'd be great. Oi, Matt.
Lindo.
Is here, Lindo. L-I-N-D-E-W. This dude.
Did you just say D-E-W?
Yeah, probably. Lindew.
Oh, hey, here's this just person called Gail. Hey, do you know what flowers are? My parents.
He's custom male voice number 4. Ah, he's one of the main characters. So his contribution is mostly and then the end of battle cutscene dialogue.
I wonder if flowers taste good.
So yeah, she mentions food, eating flowers. She has the pigtails. Like, I think this is the person that works the canteen in 2.
1 minute.
Either that, or if it's the one who had the ridiculously weird sandwiches.
Nana?
Yeah.
It's Nana. It's not her.
Ah. Lindo is Carl Herbert. Do not know that name off by heart.
Like, this is absolutely not Nana.
It's not Mutsumi Chikora either, who is the chef, because she is 9 years old and has brown hair, not black. Or pigtails.
Well,
or at least not pigtails that long.
I was clearly
Are we sure this isn't a humanoid Aragami?
Maybe she's just a character.
Maybe she's just a girl. Who knows?
Like the other character's called just Boy.
Boy. You don't trust her.
Rat trap.
What's with that Kota guy? Would it kill him to pay attention before setting a trap? Forget observing Aragami movement, he just dies right in there. I can't wait for the thing with Alyssa to happen.
The thing. You know, that thing. The thing we talked about.
Maybe the girl is the capybara from 2.
The girl just is the capybara.
Oh, I miss Cappy.
Best support unit.
Yep. That becomes an actual fucking unit.
Yeah. Absolute, I'd say lad, but it's female, isn't it?
I'm not sure. All I can remember is going in there, it's like, I think the Cappy has gotten bigger. It's like, just a little bit. Yeah, they're going to come back and forth as the main villain. Oh my god, it's Angela. What was that her name? Wheelchair Satan lady?
Rachel.
Rachel,
Angela, you know.
And his sister Leah, so I don't know where Angela came from.
Nor do I.
I like how we unintentionally pincer trap the last 3.
I just went swag.
Believe me, I am moving in that direction as quickly as I physically can.
Yeah.
Joe Young, Bosch, Crispin Freeman. Well, Crispin Freeman's the one I definitely know a lot of. Hitting Glass I've heard of. Todd Habercorn. Of course, fucking Yuri Lowenthal.
Maybe he's Linda.
That's Vic Magona, Sam Regal, Michelle Braff, all names I recognise.
Oh, Vic's in this.
Yeah. It's all related. It's all connected.
Now we can combine it with basically any anime to have existed.
You couldn't already with Yuri Lowenthal?
What shall I do with the rest of my day?
I meant like the combination of those people, of like Vic, Yuri, etc.
Oh, right.
We can now combine it to any anime to ever have existed with a dub.
Yeah. Zero in near reincarnation. I have not played enough of reincarnation to get to that bit.
Was I helpful?
Good thing you're playing
voice of
Resurrection.
Ichigo. And Tara Platts. Tara Platts one I know.
Would I...
I'll try
Does the abandoned arc rare up matter right now? Are we're not getting abandoned arcs yet.
Are we not?
Not that I've seen.
Me neither.
Oh no, we're not. Then yeah, don't pick it.
I picked it.
I did too.
I picked it last time.
Okay, so it's good to know though that we aren't God arcs yet.
Yeah. Because we, like, there's no worrying about skills.
Not enough God Eaters have died to find the abandoned ones.
We need more Erics.
I'll get working on that.
Oh, hi, Jen.
Affluent Girl, do you have any more siblings? We need some abandoned God arcs. Oh, hello, Jan.
He's got a very nice gold bracelet.
That's the, like, taped up, retired God Eater bracelet.
Oh,
yeah. Boob Canyon has it as well.
That's also Tamari and Naruto. It's all connected.
Oh, it's time.
It's time?
I hope you have $5, because it's time for the Welkin Moon.
Oh no.
Someone needs to talk to them. Or is it difficulty free? Difficulty free.
I need to type Plum Lady and I need to employees reach eventually go ahead and I have to mention more too.
This one won't be too bad since it's just a Vajra.
Halters,
yeah.
Dessert. Oh.
Which is better with multiple people. For sure.
Vajra is so annoying because it will do a little like hop and you're dead. Like goodbye to your health if it so much as touches you.
I'm not even worried about it killing me, it just staggers me.
Yeah, honestly, I just really hate fighting Vajras. And Privy Matter, Deox Peter, I can fight them. They're annoying, but I can fight them. But Vajra, I really just want to avoid. And I don't know what it is.
I feel like their tells are more obvious. Whereas Vajras, they feel, at least some of the more common ones aren't as easy to see.
Also,
like when he does his little AoE blast, it doesn't feel very visible before it happens.
Yeah, it also doesn't help that if you do any type of jumping attack and he just so happens to lift his cape up, bam, you've took damage if you make contact with it.
Lift his cape up?
Yes.
Yeah, like his little main cape.
Yeah, K-pop.
Capius.
Capius Poppius.
That is now Capius's full name.
Oh God. I don't even know where he is. I think he's asleep.
My parents my parents got 2 cats a little while ago and they named them Samson and Delilah. I call Samson Samuel P. Sunnison. Just like to myself, not really out loud.
There we go. That's a confirmed execution. Brilliant.
And what's the other one? Like, do you nickname them?
It's just Lila.
How's New York City?
Yeah, I haven't made that joke before. Hey there, Delilah, what's it like being a cat?
There we go. That's a confirmed execution. You got nothing on me. Kill confirmed.
Now we get to go fight that thing.
I can't wait to get unstable connection comboed into not being able to collect materials.
Yeah.
I look forward to it. Part of the experience.
Remember, front legs are the weakness, even though they look like they should be the most armored part of his body.
Oh, hi. You say that, but I pretty much only get good damage on the head, and piercing is against the backbones.
Oh yeah, fair. Slashing is good against the front legs. His face in general, I think, is just a weak point. Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, his front legs are resistant to crushing. Good to know.
I wish the lock-on camera worked like Monster Hunter, where I can...
You can.
No. Like, where I can toggle it so that the lock-on is on him, and then tapping L, like, refocused it to the center.
Ah.
Because I don't like the permanent lock-on that takes control of the camera. But I like being able to quick turn towards them when they jump in a mile the other direction.
Oh, sorry.
After that Pokey, they were sitting there with that golden devourer for a long time, and then got Vadrid.
That's the risk with using those ones. That one takes 4 seconds to fully charge. But if Pokey can hit it, it puts us all into level 3 burst instantly.
No, this has happened a couple times.
Wow.
I usually try to account for it by getting some bullets and bringing Pokey up as well.
I've put down a restore ball, so you can get health back to...
I knew they couldn't keep you away.
Origami is activated. Stay on your toes.
You just say put your Gallad.
Vadrid.
Vajra, yeah. It's, yeah, the thing we're fighting is called the Vajra.
Jumps across the map to hit you. That's getting Vadrid.
I loved it when the Vajra said it's Vajra in time.
I hate that meme so much.
Honestly, same.
I've not even
see it
seen the
so
film.
much.
Neither have I. It's just, it became such an
Oversaturated.
oversaturated... Yeah. Just, it's every comment section ever.
Yeah.
I'll be watch Malk heal for Jesus Christ.
No.
I'll be watching a YouTuber called Scumnut, and his Twitch chat will just be like, "Oh, I love it when Radagon said it's Radagoning time, and Radagon's all over the place."
It's so stupid. Like, it had its time. It was funny for a bit.
It was funny when we were
ended a year ago.
We were funny when we were using it to make a company lose billions.
Yeah, it was funny when it was about the film.
I can't believe the internet somehow made a meme. Like, the first film was, like, pretty much hated. But that meme somehow made them think a sequel was a good idea.
Yeah, they even put it back into the cinemas a second time to try and get more people to watch it, and it still failed.
I missed? My hammer went through him. How did I miss?
It's go time, baby.
The unstable connection.
Okay, there, I hit his head and got 1,000 damage, and Malk is stuck mid-air bobbing.
Yeah, dead. Morbius,
I'm trying to open my items menu, but I keep getting stunned or disconnected.
Same.
You're welcome.
Apis finally heard you. He's out here shouting at me.
Restore post down so we can heal up. God damn it!
Sure, I'll just do that.
Come on. Come on, get.
That went pretty well.
See what I mean by the cape?
Probably time the reconnection to dodge attacks.
We did do that in 2. We did start using the disconnect to become immortal.
Am I weird if I genuinely do that movie? No. It's just, we're just saying commercially, it was a massive failure.
Oh yeah, I have no opinions on the movie itself. I've not seen it. I don't really care.
It's like how... Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, it's fine to like it. I have no opinion on the movie itself. I already
Yeah.
said my piece. I was just gonna read it because that's how my brain works.
It's kind of like how Way of Water is like really positively reviewed, but if we're going by pure profits, it's a massive flop because they needed like 2 billion to break even.
Yep.
And it didn't even make $500 million.
You will pay for that.
That's the best thing about that first thing. It was. Is an absolute joy as an actor.
Too slow.
It did a mid-air dive attack and got unstable connection. And when I came back, he was gone.
Yeah.
He used the disconnect to dodge my attack.
I couldn't see him in that scene in House of the Dragon. I've only really seen him in Doctor Who.
No, 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 no.
The
Come on, Mal.
Aragami lay dead and the helicopter on the way.
God.
A perfect ending to a perfect day.
So I think it's about time we head back. Yeah, let's give it a try. What do you say?
I must reload.
Huh. So that's the shotgun specific Vaishra thing.
House of the Dragon's like the first good thing he's been in ages. I haven't even watched it because, you know, it's Game of Thrones and I don't like Game of Thrones.
I think the only character I like out of Game of Thrones is Tyrion.
Thank you.
Lost my fucking headset off.
I was pretty good in that, wasn't I?
That was really good.
I loved when you bitch slapped Joffrey.
Still, you kids have got some style.
Ah, yes.
I knew
The brink of death.
I knew Tyr was secretly 3 feet tall.
You'll never know the truth. Perform link aid on an ally. Cool. Thanks for dying, Malk.
You're welcome.
Malk is our journey to 100% to trophy completion.
Yeah, true. Can't deny this.
His range as an actor is incredible, but not his reach.
Wow. Oh boy.
I don't know.
There's that squat.
They're both doing it as well.
Be very, very quiet.
Oh, hi there, Peter.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Your flanks are clear, Captain. Both the sides and back.
Right, good.
He waxes. Thanks for noticing.
Yeah, the joke still works. Matt Smith isn't he a bit shorter? Like than average male?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Now the whole squad's doing it.
The hell? Hey, guys.
Lindo, what up?
Matt Smith.
Why are you here?
Was this
He's 6
Brilliant
foot tall.
dialogue
Maybe
in
they
this.
sent 2 teams.
Oh,
to
he
cover
is
this trip.
definitely not shorter than average.
Oh, he is 6 foot tall and he is exactly 40 years old.
Alyssa and I will cover the inside of the church. Your team takes the
Well, not
exterior.
exactly 40,
Cool?
because that would imply today's his birthday. I don't know, but it says his age is 40.
It just looks so stupid.
It really does.
I love that, they went inside the church. And that was very much outside the church.
Yep.
I know this map. That's the open corridor up north that our team would have walked through to get here.
Oh, she's broke.
Trauma.
There, fight, Alyssa. Rise above it. Yes, that potential.
His boy's looking for beans at 3 a.m. The 28th of his birthday. IMDb says he's 5'11" and a half. That's what anyone who's 5'11" plus will say. I know I'm 6 foot. Hell, I do it.
Remember them. Keep them close. They will keep you strong and...
Lanu's doing a hell of a job against that Privy Martyr.
Yeah.
The origami
You two, I'm 6
exists
foot.
only to hunt.
You're
only
lucky
to
if you
kill.
hit 6 inches, Torian.
If things get crazy or chaotic, I want you to look up in the sky.
No! Stop! Make it stop!
She was told to look up in the sky and find a cloud, so she made her own sky. Keep going, Elisa. Now we can't help.
What the hell happened? No, I didn't mean to, Mom. Papa, I don't want to. I didn't. I'm sorry.
Torian's making their little bottom gremlin noises.
Surrounded everywhere we turn.
Someone quick, get cannon.
Coda's gone.
Imagine they have us fight 5 Prithvi Mantas.
No thanks.
I would cry.
Yeah.
Hurry up! We gotta get the hell out!
It's that god of man.
They sure are lucky that they're only doing swiping attacks and not any of their ice attacks.
Do this for me. Take Alyssa and fall back to the den. Sakuya, you have charge of the newbie.
Also, he sure is having a casual conversation.
It really is.
I didn't mean to. I never meant to.
The bottom man first. Bottom.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Bottom
I
gremlin.
think these monsters need to be taught a lesson first. Save some of that awful ration beer for me.
If you're not going, then I will stay.
Jesus Christ, that boob bounce.
Sakuya, I am ordering you. Get them back safe, please. Don't let them die.
No! I won't leave you!
Come on, we have to go! If we stay here any longer, we're all dead!
I won't go! Lindo!
Coda's just doing that so he can get a feel.
He's just doing it to make them jiggle.
Elbows.
Hey, don't judge. People are into that. Don't know who, but apparently people are.
Lindo.
Yes. Lindo's sounding pretty calm for a guy fighting for his life. Yeah.
He's always calm.
I think they got away.
Dude just fucking soloed it. Oh, look. Hi, Dice Peter.
Seriously, can I have like 5 minutes? Don't know how long I can do this.
Oh, right, save data. Oh. Must be.
And then he was never seen again.
Not with that arm, no. Rest side of a colleague not doing the squat walk.
Jesus, what happened to your clothes in that fight?
I sneezed. I think, though, with less than 50 minutes left, that's probably a good place to call it. It gives me, somewhere memorable to catch up to as well. You just went back to steal his coat, didn't you, Mal?
No, I am the Lindo.
Oh, no. Screen. He has become dad. Of course, the action's been interrupted. I interrupted it. So yeah, that's where I'm going to be ending things for tonight. Thank you all very much for coming along and for your support. It's all greatly appreciated. Next stream from me is going to be tomorrow at 4 PM GMT, which is 11 AM EST, where I'll be possibly finishing off Evil West. And then after that, doing more Payday 2 with Pokey, Lydia, and Jeff. So yeah, be fun. I'll see you then. Until then, though, thank you all very much for coming along, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Oh, there's a hydration reminder. Thank you very much, DJ. Yeah, have a good rest of your day, a good evening, good afternoon, good morning, or good night, whatever the time is for you. Until then, though, stay safe, stay amazing, and see you.